Hey, collective. Hope everyone's having a good day. This is Tarosphere. I just, it's been a while since I've done a reading, so I just want to jump on and do a quick little reading for the collective. Let's see what we got going on. Let's do a reading and, see what Divine has for us today. Okay. So it looks like we have a male and a female here. All right. One is very, stable, very, material focused, down to earth. Then we got the other here, which is, very emotional, very, family focused, love, matters of the heart. And with this older female, she could be like the matriarch, the mother. And remember, guys, just flip, where it needs to be, right? Masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine. This is energy, right? But it looks like there could be some type of internal conflict between them, some type of challenge or conflict. Maybe they're separating or have separated. Remember, with energy, this can be past, present, and or future. Maybe there's some type of challenge or conflict between them, right? Maybe arguing or fighting, some type of conflict. Or so maybe just a disagreement, right? It doesn't have to be like literal fighting, right? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, this could be either this male and this female, whether they were living together or they have a kid. Maybe they're arguing over a child. Maybe there's some type of like dispute, conflict. Maybe they're living together and they're separating. Whatever it is, they're, getting through it, whether it's been resolved or currently in the process, right? But it looks like there's a new beginning here, right? Looks like there's a new beginning that's going to be taking place. And whether it's the male or the female, flip the roles they need to be, right? You can be a female and masculine energy, and you can be a male and feminine energy, right? Just depends on the type of energy that you embody, right? But it looks like there's going to be a passionate new beginning here, right? Maybe someone wants to head towards a new love, romance. In the past, though, right, this male, you see how he has like a little sneaky, conniving face? Maybe he's been interfering. Maybe someone wanted to make a move towards another person, express what they felt. But there's some conflict, turmoil, drama. Maybe this older male, was getting in the way between, in between them. Maybe they're trying to break up, and this, male or female, didn't want them to leave, was creating conflict, maybe starting drama with, their, child, whether it's, child support, divorce, whatever the case may be, right? There's some type of conflict, though. But I do see here, though, with this new chance, so this could be past energy or it could still be happening, just hasn't finished quite yet. But we do have here the Four of Diamonds, right? And what I'm picking up from this is there's going to be, with this new passionate beginning, right? This new beginning, maybe someone's wanting to come forward with a love offer towards another person, right? But this love offer is going to bring stability, peace, harmony, right? It's going to bring in material wealth. Of course, right, just like in a relationship, there's going to be challenges, bumps in the roads. But, right, you work through it together, right? But it's going to be a new beginning. It's going to be happy. It's going to be passionate. It's going to be loving, very loving, emotional. A lot of like, it's going to be centered around family, love, relationships, feelings, bringing a lot of material happiness, stability, security. It's just a new passionate beginning, right? So it looks like someone wants to go towards another person. They want to get out of the relationship that they're in. Maybe they haven't quite yet. Maybe they're still in a relationship. Or maybe, they were living with an ex, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever the case may be, either they're getting through it or have gone through it. And they want to go towards another person, right? And in the past, this person, whoever it was in the relationship, was trying to get in the middle of it, possibly. It doesn't have to be, you guys flip it where it needs to be. But this, whoever it is in the relationship, either you or them want to make a move towards, this other person you have feelings for, right? And it's gonna be a passionate new beginning, guys. There's romance here, there's love, there's, financial happiness, abundance, right? It's gonna be a lot of love and harmony, right? It's gonna be a very, great beginning for both of you, whoever it is in the collective. All right. And I feel like whoever it is that wants to make, a passionate move towards someone else, they could be holding back, possibly stuck in their head, not wanting to go forward right now. Maybe they're dealing with some things internally, trying to get through before they, make that move or express how they feel towards this person they have feelings for. Maybe you two knew each other in the past and, maybe just there were some feelings or things left unsaid. Who knows, right? But whoever it is, looks like someone wants to come forward, express their love towards another person. They could be leaving a relationship or have already left, could be past, present, and or future energy. But let's see here. Yeah, so the person that wants to make a move towards another, whoever in this relationship that's leaving or has left, they're a younger person. They're a younger person. You or them, whoever it is, they want to leave. They're getting out of this relationship and making their move towards someone else. But they want to make their move towards, this older person that they have feelings for, right? They want to leave, get out of that relationship, make their move towards someone else. They're right now probably, working through their emotions. They're getting, inspiration to, express their love towards this person that, maybe they just never got a chance to express how they feel. But yeah, this is growth. This is like manifestation energy here. Growth, manifestation. This is gonna bring in finances, property, wealth, just it's gonna bring in like a lot of material. It's gonna be happy, right? Of course, like any relationship, it's not gonna always, be that way, like in the beginning of a relationship and so forth. But no, it's gonna be great. The energy I'm picking up on is gonna lead to a lot of happiness, love, stability, wealth. Not only like physically, but emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case may be. It's gonna be very healthy for both parties, right? So they're leaving like a karmic relationship, want to express their feelings towards another. And right now they're probably working through some like internal feelings just before they take that leap of faith to, tell this person how they feel. Let's see, what else do you have for me, Spirit? Seven of Hearts. So yeah, right? So they're choosing to, right? Like they're working on themselves. They're choosing to take that leap of faith, right? Or they're getting ready to take that leap of faith, right? They're just getting through that last, little bit of like internal, like, like wondering like how this other person would feel if they tell them or express their feelings. Maybe they think they're not good enough, whatever the case may be, but whoever you are in the collective, you're good enough. Express your truth, express how you feel towards this person you have feelings for. You're good enough, okay? Yeah, right now they're in the decision. They're deciding, right? They're growing internally. They're growing internally, deciding. They're learning. They could be maybe studying, growing. Maybe they're trying to, I don't know. What I'm picking up more is like maybe they're trying to, study. Maybe there's something that their crush, likes that they're trying to learn more of or become more knowledgeable on. So they have something to like talk about possibly, or Could be anything, right? But I mean, that's what it's showing here. That could be a possibility. They're growing, learning, studying, trying to get over the internal conflict. Yeah, it looks like they're getting close to taking that leap of faith, just expressing their truth and how they feel towards their person, right? Maybe you guys have been in no contact, possibly. You know, maybe, I don't know, you know. That's what I'm picking up in the energy. Maybe you guys are in no contact for a bit. Eight of Hearts. Yeah, they're getting inspired to take that leap of faith. They're just getting over the few little hurdles emotionally, internally. Just working through a few, you know, internal emotions and stuff. But looks like it's coming, right? It's going to be coming. This person's wise. They're smart. They're structured, right? But yeah, I mean, they're taking their time. They're going to get through it and express how they feel towards this other person, right? That they love. They're probably getting out of a relationship if they haven't already. Maybe dealing with, maybe they have a kid with this person. Who knows, right? Who knows? But let's get more cards here. All right. What else would you like to say, Spirit? Anything else you'd like to say for the collective? Ho, 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 ho. Divine Masculine. So this is a Divine Masculine. Could be a female, or, you know, could be male or female. They're younger. It's a young Divine Masculine. Remember, it could be male or female. So it could be a younger female in her, you know, Divine Masculine energy, getting ready to come towards her Divine Feminine, which, you know, could be a male or female. But I'm picking up this is probably, you know, more feminine energy. Well, not feminine energy, but a female in a Divine Masculine energy, right? This person is probably more physical, more, you know, they live more in the physical, more materially. And yeah, this is a twin flame situation, guys. They were a runner. They could have ghosted you. They could have ran, blocked you possibly. But yeah, this is a twin flame situation, right? They never got to express how they felt. It's a Divine Masculine. They were a runner. They probably ghosted you, or they, you know, they didn't want to have, you know, express how they felt. Maybe there's something that got in between you guys, or a situation where they couldn't, you know, they weren't able to express how they felt. That, you know, maybe they, you know, there was definitely love here. Maybe the Divine Masculine didn't realize at the time what it was, or the connection. But yeah, this is Divine Masculine that's getting ready to come in. You know, they could be watching. Maybe you know, on your social media, they're just getting curious is all. It's nothing serious, but they're just wanting to come forward, but getting the, you know, strength to come forward, right? Maybe they went through something, or could have recently gotten over something. Maybe they're going through a hard time right now. Something was challenging for them, right? But bottom of the deck, only you. Maybe they got out of that relationship, right? Maybe they're in a relationship with a karmic. They could have been with this karmic for a long time, from what I'm picking up, possibly. Who knows, right? But yeah, I mean, they see that you're the only one for them, right? They're the only one. You know, like, yeah, this is love, you guys. This is twin flame energy I'm picking up. Like, this is divine love. This is, you know, this person's getting ready. Maybe in the past they ran. You know, they're holding on to something. But it looks like now they're starting to wake up and see, you know, maybe they're starting to see that, you know, come to the realization of this love and what it's meant to be, possibly, right? But yeah, maybe they went through something heartbreaking. Maybe they got over this relationship, or how to let go of a toxic, you know, living situation or family. Who knows, right? It could be friends, work, whatever it is, right? They had to let go of something, right? Or make changes. They're starting to realize, you know, all the toxicity that, you know, may have been around them, right? Yeah, they want to come forward. They want to have a, you know, something new, stable foundation. What's going to lead to, right? The cards earlier shown, it's going to lead to family, security, love. It's going to be emotionally and physically fulfilling. It's going to lead to a stable foundation, right? Maybe in the beginning it might be rocky. Maybe, you know, you guys have to figure things out, you know, living situations and everything else, seeing each other, whatever the case may be. But this is going to lead to, like, you know, happy home, right? Divine Masculine in the past, you know, may have been prideful, you know, maybe just, you know, they were in their ego a bit. Who knows, right? But that's what the card's showing when it came out. Maybe they're getting through that. Maybe they had like a, you know, dark night of the soul or something. But yeah, they love you, fam. They love you. Your divine masculine loves you, divine feminines. They love you. They want to, be with you, spend time with you, show you that they love you and care. I'm pretty sure it's the same way. You both love each other. You guys are both equally, obsessed with each other in a healthy way, of course, right? But you guys both love each other. All right, even though you guys probably spent a lot of time apart, no contact, this is love. All right, this is love. Yeah, see, maybe they were conflicted in the past. In the past, they were conflicted. Maybe there was something that got in between the connection. They were hot and cold, had multiple choices possibly, maybe dealing with, fake people around them. But yeah, maybe they're, now coming to realize that it was a mistake, possibly they shouldn't have, blocked you or whatever the case may be, fam. Right? Take it where it needs to be, put in the situation where it needs to be, right? But yeah, they're coming to realize now that, you're the one for them. This is, the divine, right? This is a divine connection. This is true love. But yeah, they see you, fam, as someone who has boundaries, right? Who doesn't put up with BS. They see you as graceful, kind-hearted, loving. Yeah, see, epiphanies. They realize that you're the one for them, right? They came to a realization that you're the one for them. They have this inner knowing, like they finally realize, like, hey, this is the person I'm meant to be with, spend my life with. This is real love. This is divine connection. I'm not really going in depth, you guys, with the reading today. This is just a very, surface level reading right now. I'm not going super in depth with it. But I'm just going off of, things I pick up, but I'm not really going in depth with what I pick up. I'm just staying very, basic on top. I'm not going in depth with each thing, but yeah, maybe in the past, they didn't tell you how they felt. They were pretending like they didn't have feelings for you or they didn't care, kind of brushed you off a bit. But now they're, that they're starting to realize here that, they want to express to you how they feel. They want to show them real selves, their true emotions and feelings. They love you. This is love, fam. All right? They don't want to be left out in the cold. They want to come back in and feel you and love you and spend time with you. And, yeah, look, third party in the past, they're dealing with third party, whether it's work, friends, family, just toxic people that were around them, right? That was bottom of the deck, right? Yeah, but they're going to start coming in. They want to express how they feel. And again, that came out, bottom of the deck earlier. It was only you. Again, it came out. You're the only one for them, collective. You're the only one, okay? You're the only one for them, all right? And they could be heartbroken over this. Bottom of the deck is pain. Could be heartbroken over this. They're missing you, want to be with you. They want to tell you how they feel. If this is the divine masculine watching this, go towards your divine feminine. Tell them how you feel. Take that leap of faith, right? Take that leap of faith. Express how you feel, right? Share your truth. The truth, right? Really quick, you guys, before I end this, let me do a quick little tarot pull for you guys. A quick little tarot pull. Yeah. Your divine masculine is strong, you guys. This is strength. They're getting ready to come in. They're strong. They're realizing. They already know about this connection. This connection is divine. They already know. And they're about to come in strong. They're about to tell you how they feel. They're not going to let anything get in between this connection any longer. They are not going to allow it, fam. Okay? They're not going to allow anything to get in the way, okay? You're not going to let it. All right? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, this person could be this divine masculine could be a great mother, great father. They want to pour into you, right? They're very wise, intelligent, strong. And then we get the 9 of Cups, right? This is like, yeah, you're their wish come true, fam. You're their wish come true. And they're going to come forward and tell you how they feel, right? They already know you're the one for them. They're getting ready. They're strong. They're getting ready to make that move. They're very wise, intelligent, smart. They know what they want. And yeah, they're coming to get you. They're just going through a little hurdle, right? To them, you're their wish fulfillment. You're their forever and always, right? Your end game for them. This is life, like, your partner forever. They're getting ready to come in, express how they feel, male or female. Remember, you guys, divine masculine could be a female or a male. Place where it needs to be. But yeah, they're getting ready to come in, fam. Stay positive. Don't let, it get to you. If you're a divine masculine watching, just speak your truth. Reach out to your divine feminine. Let them know how you feel. Divine feminines, stay open, honest, receptive. Come from a place of love and understanding, which I'm sure you will. And it's all going to work out for the better. All right? It's going to work out. It's going to be great. So stay positive. Love you guys, and talk to you next time. Peace.